Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry marks its 45th anniversary and stresses its continued support for the national economy. The general financial revenues of the state increases by more than 34% as at November last year. The Public Authority for Consumer Protection seizes thousands of outdated tires in a number of governorates of the Sultanate. And the Muscat Basic School for Girls is inaugurated in the Gaza Strip as second of its kind within 11 projects under construction. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos sent a cable of condolences to the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, on the death of His Royal Highness Prince Abdullah bin Faisal bin Turki I bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. Meanwhile, His Majesty the Sultan received a cable of thanks from His Excellency President Miguel Diaz-Canel of the Republic of Cuba in reply to His Majesty's greetings cable on the occasion of his country's National Day. Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry OCCI marked its 45th anniversary in a culmination of its efforts over the past years to develop the Omani private sector and make it a key partner in economic and sustainable development. The ceremony was accompanied by an archive exhibition highlighting the OCCI's 45-year march. During the ceremony, former board chairmen, their deputies and board of directors were honored. The OCCI stressed its continuous support for the national economy, promotion for investment opportunities led to expand its products based in addition to activate economic relations, improving private and increase its importance in the national economy. The ceremony was held under the auspices of His Highness Sayyid Shihab bin Tariq Al Said, advisor to His Majesty the Sultan. His Excellency General Sultan bin Mohammed Al Nu'mani, Minister of the Royal Office, received Her Excellency Sigal Mandakar, U.S. Under-Secretary of the Treasury for the Terrorism and Financial Intelligence, and her accompanying delegation. During the meeting, both sides discussed a number of matters of common concern and aspects of enhancing cooperation framework existing between both countries. The visit came within the framework of bilateral relations between the Sultanate and the United States of America. According to statistics issued by the National Center for Statistics and Information, the state general revenue recorded an increase of 34.2% by the end of November 2018 and reached more than 9.6 billion Omani riyals. The public expenditure also increased by 4.8% by the end of November 2018 and reached more than 10.9 billion Omani riyals. The increase in the general revenue is attributed to the increase of oil and gas revenues as well as custom tax and income tax on companies. The Public Authority for Consumer Protection confiscated a number of tires in which the original date of production was manipulated. The tires were distributed in various governorates of the Sultanate. The authority is intensifying the searching process for such tires in order to ensure the safety of car drivers and protect them from accidents. It is worth mentioning that the phenomenon of commercial fraud appeared again as the authority recently seized a company that was selling fake car parts in 2018. The Department of Consumer Protection in South Batna Governorate received an estimation from a citizen that one shop in the wilaya of Rostak is selling tires with altered manufacturing date. The authorities seized a number of suppliers in Oman who are supplying such tires. With the aim of developing concepts related to youth work in the Sultanate, the award for clubs' youth initiatives Mubadron was revealed. The award will target youth category, namely those who are in the age group between 18 and 40 years. The award includes 3 initiatives in which the youth will compete for. The first initiative related to spreading the culture of reading, the second one related to maintaining local playgrounds, while the third one relates to spreading the culture of traffic safety. The award this year will also focus on the investment in sports clubs in the Sultanate and supporting programs of these clubs. Still to come in our news bulletin, a workshop on genomics and bioinformatics techniques is held in the University of Nizwa. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. As part of the ongoing service projects conducted by the Sultanate in the Gaza Strip, the Omani charitable organization inaugurated Muscat Basic School for Girls in cooperation with the Palestinian Ministry of Education. The school, which came to support the Education March for the Palestinian people, is considered the second one established within 11 projects will be implemented in Gaza by the organization. The new project is among many other projects that aim to minimizing the impact of the blockade enforced by the Israeli army. An official from the Omani charitable organization said that another school for girls is expected to be completed in Palestine. The Sultanate represented in Civil Service Pension Fund hosted the 41st meeting for the Technical Permanent Committee for Civil Service and Social Insurances Pension Devices at GCC countries. The meeting reviewed latest updates of applying a unified system for insurance protection and discussed recommendations of preparing general study to evaluate the system, in addition to discuss mechanisms of development and reviewing results of work team specialized in finding electronic connection mechanisms between the devices which ensure, facilitate and accelerate procedures of unified system application. The committee responsible for national projects for health insurance discussed on a meeting held in Muscat a number of topics, mainly tendering an agreement of e-connection system for health insurance for those working in private sector and Sultanate's visitors. The meeting also reviewed terms of the standard document for health insurance, which clarified the basic coverage and features chosen by the insurance coverage for workers in private sector, in addition to coordinate with the Ministry of Manpower to create legal framework for providing health insurance by companies for their employees. The 11th meeting for Fisheries Working Group for Regional Commission for Fisheries discussed the voluntary guidelines for Food and Agriculture Organization to ensure fishing at sustainable small scale within the food security, eliminate poverty and facing illegal fishing. The meeting hosted by the Sultanate included a number of aspects, mainly reviewing outcomes of joint regional work session for kingfish, in addition to review followed procedures to preserve this wealth. More than 38,000 land plots for various users were approved by the technical committee concerned with urban planning at the Ministry of Housing. During the previous year, these land plots are divided into 100 schemes in various governorates of the Sultanate. This came within the ministry's approach to provide modern urban schemes and distribute them for the eligible during the previous stage. The ministry stated that the governorate of Dakhliya included 30 schemes, while the governorate of Muscat included 4 schemes. The Sultanate represented in the Public Establishment for Industrial Estates Madain continued its participation in the Gulf Food Exhibition in Dubai. The Sultan's Pavilion and Omani products attracted a huge number of visitors, investors, producers, entrepreneurs and suppliers. Madain seek from these international participation to introduce available investment opportunities and showed facilities of industrial areas at various governorates in the Sultanate. The Natural and Medical Sciences Research Center at the University of Nizwa organized a 4-day training workshop on genomics and bioinformatics techniques, targeting academic researchers and students specializing in genomics and biomedical sciences. Our reporter Saleh bin Khalfan Al-Rahbi has more details in the following report.
Genomics and biomedical sciences are among the most advanced emerging disciplines in biology, medicine, agriculture, and related applications. Hence, the Natural and Medical Science Research Center at the University of Nizwa organized a training workshop on genomics and bioinformatics techniques.
This is, of course, a very important leading topic in not only in Oman, but in the whole world. And so the idea of establishing or making this happen is to build capacities of Omanis especially to be really in the front runners of the world most competitive field of knowledge. We feel this will bring hand skills needed really in this field for many Omanis to really be able to share and also share their knowledge and also to develop the biotechnology field and molecular biology in Oman.
Over a period of 4 days, the workshop program includes a series of lectures and practical sessions, familiarizing the participants with ways to analyze genomic sequence data, to understand microbial communities, genome annotation, and gene expression analysis.
This particular area of science has really exploded in the last 10 years because of all these new sequencing technologies. So not only is it important for plants, but it's also important for, we have microbes on our skin, we have microbes in our gut that have been extensively characterized. And so this whole area has taken off as we try to understand what these microbes actually contribute in terms of human health or productivity in agriculture.
Oman Animal and Plant Genetic Resources Center is within the Research Council. We are dealing with the socio-economic importance of the genetic resources. So this workshop of genomic and bioinformatics really will help in gaining more information about the genetic resources of the country, how we can improve, for example, its economic to the country. So really it's one of the tools and that help the research in this field.
Around 47 academics, researchers, and students engaged in biosciences and medical sciences are taking part in this workshop, representing more than 10 different institutions in the Sultanate. The endeavor here is to build researchers' capacity, enhance collaboration, and establish future joint projects on bioinformatics techniques and genomics analysis. From the University of Nizwa, Saleh bin Khalfan Al-Rahbi, Al-Dakhliya, Governorate.
International cyclists from 11 countries that consist of 18 teams entered Stage 4 of Tour of Oman 2019 cycling race. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rabai.
The 2019 Tour of Oman continued to celebrate its 10th edition this year with a successful race participated by international cyclists from 11 countries with 18 teams. Today's Stage 4 rolled out from Miti As-Sifa in the Governorate of Muscat, crossing 131 kilometers. Though the race was short, but it was intense one due to a lot of climbing the cyclists went through. The cyclists' hard work pushed them forward and continued their race until they got to Oman Convention and Exhibition Center, where Sonyi Colbrell from Bahrain, Marida, became the winner of the stage. Congratulations. Today you are the winner of the stage.
Hi, my name is Benoit Vitek. I come from France in Oman to write about the Tour of Oman on social media and on the official website of the race. So today was a very short stage, 131 kilometers with a lot of climbing, 5 climbs, so that made for quite some intense racing. We saw riders attack all day long, and the early attackers, the guys that attacked from kilometer 0, they were caught only in the last kilometer. And then we saw a sprint with Sonny Colbrelli taking the win ahead of Greg Van Avermaet. So those are guys that are that are early in shape, early in the season. They want to be very strong in the spring, and we can already see it in Oman.
Alexo Lushenko from Astana, the winner of general classification, and he maintained the red jersey that he won yesterday. And the winner of points classification, green jersey, went to Alexander Christopher from the team Emirate. And the winner of a young rider went to Ryan Gibbons from the team Dimensia Data. He actually maintained the white jersey that he won it yesterday. Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubai, Sultanate of Oman Television, Oman Exhibition Center.
Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over most of the governorates, with chances of low clouds and fog late at night and early morning over the coast of the Arabian Sea. Winds will be northeasterly to west, light to moderate. Seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.5 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry marks its 45th anniversary and stresses its continuous support for the national economy. The general financial revenues of the state increases by more than 34% as at November last year. The Public Authority for Consumer Protection seizes thousands of outdated tires in a number of governorates of the Sultanate. And the Muscat Basic School for Girls is inaugurated in the Gaza Strip as second of its kind within 11 projects under construction. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the studios and the newsroom, it's good night.